everybody. How you guys doing this evening? It is evening. Okay, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Carey Yazeed. I am the author of Lipstick Heals and Hustle and the founder of Beauty and the Biz, a conference for female entrepreneurs taking place in New Orleans, Louisiana, June 20th through 21st. Tickets are on sale now, so make sure you visit thebeautybrainsandbusiness.com. So, want to thank everybody for joining me. You are here today because we are going to talk about how to escape the 9 to 5 rat race. Hey, Sonia, how are you doing? Let's see who else I have. I have Linda Johnson in the house. Hey, Linda. Hey, Dominique. And Mohanda. Hi, how are you doing? So, thank you, ladies, for joining me. And hey, look, if you like the information that I am sharing with you, make sure you share this video out with your family and friends or on your page on Facebook. Really would appreciate it. So I'm a stickler for time. I don't like to waste people's time. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment section and I'll try to address them while we're live. If not, I'll come back on later and give you some feedback. So let's talk about how to escape the 9 to 5 rat race. One of the things that you need to start doing first is before you leave your 9 to 5, you need to actually prepare. A lot of people will just jump up and leave their 9 to 5 and there's no preparation whatsoever. And then they find themselves stuck and in a rut. So some of the ways that you can prepare to leave your 9 to 5, the first thing you need to do is you need to develop what I like to call an escape plan. What is your plan to help you get out of your 9 to 5? Give yourself some time. So you might have a 6 month escape plan. You might have a 12-month escape plan, but plan out how you are going to leave. In your plan, you should have some action steps. So you should actually write down what steps you're going to take. Those steps need to be measurable. You need to have a deadline on the steps that you are going to take, and you need to hold yourself accountable. If this is your goal, if you're saying, hey, I'm tired of this job, I don't know how much longer I can do this, please develop an escape plan. If prisoners can develop one to get out of jail, if you're feeling like your job is jail, develop that plan so you can start working on getting out of there. So what are some things that your plan needs to include? One thing you need to do is check with the HR department, check with human resource. And don't tell human resource that you're getting ready to leave, but you need to check with them and say and ask, like, what are my benefits if I leave? Am I entitled to COBRA? What happens with my health insurance? What will happen with my life insurance? Do I get severance pay? Can I take my sick leave when I leave? Will I be reimbursed for sick leave? Will I be reimbursed for vacation time? This will allow you, if you know you're not going to get reimbursed for your sick leave, then you know you need to start using up your sick leave as a part of your escape plan. They're not going to pay you. So, hey, we need to start rationing that out so that you're not leaving sick days on the table when you leave that job. If they are not going to pay you for your vacation time when you leave, again, you need to start planning to use your vacation time. But if they are going to pay you, find out like, okay, when do I get reimbursed for vacation time? The other thing that you need to check on too, and make sure that like if you have disability insurance at your job, find out does that go with you when you leave or does that end? So when you find out about your life insurance, health insurance, disability benefits, this allows you to know that if these things are not going to carry over with you, you can start looking into different plans, how much they cost. If you have a spouse, what would it cost if your spouse adds you on to their benefits? Again, thinking smart and starting to take those steps before you leave your 9 to 5. The next thing that you need to do is, I like to tell people, start building your business while you are still at your 9 to 5. Allow your job to finance your business in the beginning. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you're starting your business and you're still working your 9 to 5, you can start using some of your income to pay for a website, to pay for an app if you need it, to help you pay for training, maybe getting your company, the LLC. So allow your finances from your 9 to 5 to help you to start to fund your actual business. Don't wait until the last minute and just be like, okay, I quit. Okay, not I got all these expenses, and what am I going to do? Allow your job to finance your business in the beginning. So part of your escape plan is, let me go ahead and actually start taking the steps to set up my business right now. Get all of your paperwork straight. Start signing up for training. If you need to work with a coach and get an accountability partner, do all of those things while you have income coming in. The other reason that I like for people to start building their business while they're still working a 9 to 5 is because this allows you to see what works and what doesn't work in your new business. So you can you have more flexibility, more room to test things out, survey people, and actually start to generate income in your business. So as you're generating this income in your business, another thing that you need to start thinking about is, how much money do I need to make in my business that will be comparable to what I'm making at my 9 to 5? What do I need to live comfortably every month? So what is that? I like to call it, what is your freedom number? What is the magic number that your business needs to make every month that will allow you to say, okay, now I know I can go ahead and leave my 9 to 5. But if you don't start building your business while you're working your 9 to 5, then you're trying to reach a freedom number and you have no cushion and no safety net. So use your job as a safety net. Use your job to start building up your business, to building up your customer base, and also building up your clientele. And you can start actually working towards your financial goal. So when you leave, we don't want there to be a big difference in income. And so you will actually be leaving your job and walking into your business full time, but everything is set up and you have everything that you need, including the income that you will need. So I know you're saying, okay, so how am I going to work on my business and I'm still working full time? You got to start using any little window of time that you have to start building your business. So that means sometimes on your lunch break, you might find yourself sitting in your car, eating your lunch, taking a training online via your telephone, using your weekends to go to trainings, looking at products and services, working with a web designer. So it might mean that you're on Facebook at 8 and 9 o'clock at night, going live, telling the people about the different services that you offer. So you are really going to have to start maximizing all of your time. I know one of the things that I do is when I had to do carpool with my kids, if I'm sitting there for 30 minutes, I was using that time to return emails, make phone calls. My phone is like my virtual assistant. So using that time where I'm not just sitting there waiting on the kids, but I'm actually still working on my business while I'm in the carpool line. So taking advantage of those small windows of opportunity. Waking up early. So again, when I was building my business, I would wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and spend at least an hour working on my business before it was time for me to wake up my household, have a bunch of people screaming, mama, and I need this and I need that. So waking up early, everybody goes to bed, burning the midnight oil, maybe taking 2 hours in the evening once the kids are asleep and everybody's straight, you cook dinner, taking another 2 hours and working on your business. One of the excuses that I always hear people say is, I don't have time. You have time. You just need to start using your time wisely. You sitting at soccer practice, football practice, baseball practice, basketball practice. Use that time to work on your business while you're sitting there waiting on your kids. Again, the opportunity is there. Is what are you going to do with the little bit of time that you have Trust me, you can build a business with that small amount of time. So start using your free time to work on your business, especially if you're still working a 9 to 5 or a 8 to 4:30. Next thing, I need you to start saving. Okay. So start putting some money aside. Even though, yes, you are starting to create revenue in your business, start putting some money aside so when you have a rainy day, when your business might not have a good month, at least you will have a cushion, a financial cushion to soften the blow. Let's say one month you don't see that many clients, you don't make the revenue that you need to make, at least you have your savings to carry you through. So while you're still working your 9 to 5, start building up a savings for your business. Yes, for a rainy day. And as an entrepreneur, all honesty, you will have some rainy days. I know people are on social media having everybody believe the hype that it's going to be all sunshine. No, as an entrepreneur, we do have some days when it's just kind of like, okay, do I really want to do this? Okay, I didn't make a whole lot of money. So start saving now. Start saving now. Thank you, Sylvia. Yes, savings for a rainy day. Um, get an accountability partner. And the reason that I say this is because when you are starting a business, and especially when you're talking about leaving your 9 to 5 and transitioning into entrepreneurship, guess what? People are going to think you are crazy. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? People will think that you guys have lost your mind. You trying to quit that good job? You gonna give up your good job to go start a business? Okay, you crazy? Child, I can't help you. You've got to start to learn how to silence the noise and put yourself in a situation where you are surrounded by like-minded people, people who understand the transition that you're trying to make from working a 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship. You need cheerleaders, people who are going to cheer you on, people who are going to give you great advice, people who don't think that you are crazy. Husbands are great, boyfriends are great, girlfriends are great, kids are great, mom is great, dad is great. But 9 times out of 10, they are not going to understand what it is that you are trying to do in your life. They're not going to understand your entrepreneurial goals. They love you, they gonna cheer you on, but they don't understand. And so you have to find an accountability partner. This is where now I know most of you have probably heard about the group that I have, which is called Beauty, Brains, and Business. And it is a group for female entrepreneurs. So they receive coaching from me in the group, but it's also a place where they can come and feel safe to talk about all of the different things that are going on in their lives, but especially in their business, and get honest feedback that they can use to continue to build their business, sometimes pivot and shift and try some new things. Whatever you do, you have got to find an accountability partner or a group of like-minded people. So yes, you got to silence the noise, people. You have to, especially on social media, because people are going to tell you all this stuff. And I think the one that I hear the most is, you sleep when you dead. No, I need to get some sleep while I'm still here. So don't listen to all the noise that's out there on social media. A lot of that noise that you're hearing, unfortunately, is coming from men. Those men do not have the same responsibility as a female. So when you're listening to them and the advice that they're giving you is really not going to be applicable to you, because they are a man and they're functioning in a different world and in a different space. You are a female trying to start a business. You have got to do things the way that you think is going to be totally different than the way that a man thinks who's trying to start a business. So you need to find a group of like-minded women entrepreneurs who get you, understand you, and are going to give you great advice. So, hey, I need you guys to find you some accountability partners. That helps out a whole lot. So next we're going to transition into how do you leave your 9 to 5. So I've told you what to do when you've made the decision that, okay, I don't need to be here anymore. I know it's time for me to go. My time is winding up. So you know what you need to do. Develop your action plan. Go talk to HR. Find out about your benefits. Begin to build your business while you're still working your 9 to 5. Start a savings and also get you an accountability partner. So when you are getting ready to leave, please give a 2 weeks notice. You want to leave on a good note. So draft you a great letter. I have found that the best way to send I'm not coming back, this my 2 weeks notice, send it via email. That way you have a time stamp, a date stamp that it was sent and that they received it. A lot of times when we turn in letters and people get mad day comes and all kind of foolishness, they'll say stuff like, oh, well, we never received your letter, you never resigned. So send it via email. Again, that way you have a time stamp and a date stamp. But send a nice professional 2 week notice that you are departing. Tell them why you're leaving. And try and leave on a good note. The other thing that I like to say is communicate with your clients and your customers on your 9 to 5. Let them know that you're going to be leaving. If someone's going to be taking your place, let them know who the new person will be. And the reason that I say try and leave on a good note, let your customers and your clients at your job know that you are leaving, because you never know when you're going to see those people again. And some people really have attachment issues and abandonment issues. And, they leave, they feel a certain kind of way when you just up and leave and you don't give them any notice. So let them know that you are leaving, who's going to be taking their place, what's going to happen with them. And they will appreciate you. But again, you never know when you're going to see these people again, and that they might become your customer or your client down the road in your own business. So please leave on a good note. Communicate with them, your clients and your customers, and let them know that you'll be departing from the company soon. Don't make a scene. So give your 2 weeks notice. Let your customers know or your clients know that you're leaving. Clear out your office. Don't act a fool. And you got to remember this, that until you hit that date of this is my last day, an employer can still fire you before your final date. So I always advise, try and be in good graces. If you got some sick leave, this might be a great time to use your sick leave or to use your vacation time, and just you don't go back. But some employers are not receptive to people leaving and saying that they're going to start their own business or company. Everybody's not in that mindset. And so even though you give a 2 weeks notice, they can still try and jeopardize you leaving. So try not to make a scene. I say, just go in, do what you need to do. If you got some sick time, vacation time, start using that in that 2 weeks time frame. But don't make a scene. But some people will try and push your buttons. This is also the time that you need to go back to HR and start doing the paperwork that needs to be done. So let HR know that you are leaving. Again, at this point, you should know what benefits you are entitled to. So you should be asking them, what paperwork do you fill out? So what paperwork do you need to fill out to get your COBRA, to get your disability? Hey, do you need a pink slip because you might need to go get food stamps? Whatever it is that you need to do, start handling that within that 2 week time frame as well. Don't wait until the end. Sometimes human resource gets busy. You want to have all of your stuff taken care of. So on that last day, when you walk out that door, you've taken care of everything that you need to take care of. On your last day, make sure you check out with human resource. So turn in keys, turn in ID badges. If you got books, with office supplies, whatever you have, if they have to come in and inspect your area, do that final checkout with human resource. Again, this becomes documentation. You don't want anybody coming back and saying that you stole the keys to the building or you still got your ID badge. Like, We don't want all of that stuff. So make sure you check out with human resource. But at this point, you should have a really good relationship with human resource, and they should be prepared. You should be prepared, and this should be a smooth exit. So this is going to be your exit interview, as some employers like to call it. Lastly, when do you leave? And I like to say that when someone decides to leave, that is a personal decision, and that's going to be based on different factors. I feel that once you have decided that you're ready to be an entrepreneur and you're ready to go do your own thing, start preparing at that point. Give yourself at least 6 months to start building your business, building up your savings account, um, getting getting known in your area, taking care of all the paperwork that you need to for your company. I'd say give yourself at least 6 months. I know that sometimes that's not realistic, that sometimes people get laid off from jobs and then you find yourself like, okay, I need to make some money like now. But again, everybody's situation is different. Look at your finances. What is your freedom number? How long is it going to take you to reach your freedom number? How many clients do you need to see? How many products do you need to sell to reach your freedom number? Everybody is going to be different. No two people's situations are going to be the same. Now, this is where your spouse comes in or your significant other comes in, and have that conversation of, you know, what do you guys think you can do working together? How much can you save up? What looks like a realistic time frame for you to turn in your 2 weeks notice? But again, there is no straight answer on when this should occur. Everyone is going to be a little different in that area. But know your finances. Make sure that you have the revenue that's coming in that you will need to help to sustain you. Make sure you have your benefits, and basically leave on a good note. Don't leave like, crazy. Another thing that you can do, and I didn't mention this, is when you're preparing to leave, look and see what training opportunities that your employer offers. I've worked on jobs where they actually they had classes on teaching you how to write grants. So you can take advantage of different trainings and opportunities to learn new things, attend conferences on the dime of your employer. So, but again, that's if you have planned out, I'm going to give myself 6 months to a year. Look and see what resources your employer offers that you can take advantage of, that your employer can pay for. So again, trainings, going to conferences, especially if you're going to be transitioning into a field that is similar to where you work at your 9 to 5, that's something you technically can get away with. But again, this means that you got to plan it out. And so take advantage of trainings that they have. If you're in higher education, they have all different kinds. They got workshop for everything. But think smart, like, hey, I know I'm not going to be here in a year. I want to learn how to write grants. And your employer is saying, okay, we need you to go to this workshop to write grants. I'll go. They're going to pay for it, because again, that's an expense you don't have to come out of your pocket as an entrepreneur. You can allow your employer to pay for it. So start again. That's going to HR. What courses do they have? What about continuing education? When we work a 9 to 5, we have to fill out what is called a professional plan. What is your plan for the next year? How are you going to improve as a professional? Well, thinking smart and put those things down there, those classes that you know you like to take that would help you as an entrepreneur. Again, if they're going to pay for it, that's training that you don't have to worry about. So ask around, start asking your boss, your supervisor, your coworkers, ask about trainings, but think about what is it that you're going to need as an entrepreneur, and how can your employer help you to achieve those goals that you have without you having to come out of pocket. So again, those are benefits that you can take advantage of that your employer offers. So does anyone have like any questions at this point? If you do, you can again just drop your questions in the comment section. I will be happy to answer them. If you're just coming on, again, my name is Dr. Carey Yazeed. I'm the author of Lipstick, Heels, and Hustle, and I am the founder, creator of Beauty and the Biz. It is a workshop for female entrepreneurs that's taking place June 20th through 21st in New Orleans, Louisiana. If you want to learn more about me and what it is that I do, please visit thebeautybrainsandbusiness.com. That's where you can find out about everything, including the accountability group that I have. So, waiting to see, does anyone have any questions that I can go ahead and take care of while we are live now? I can go ahead and answer those questions for you. But I really hope that this information has helped you, especially if you are planning to leave your 9 to 5. I know that, a lot of times we leave emotionally, and it's usually because something has happened. They have pushed you to the edge. They just totally pissed you off, and you're like, I'm done. I'm over this, and I have got to go. But usually that doesn't happen overnight, and your buttons are usually being pushed. They're being pushed for a while. When your buttons are starting to be pushed, or when you're feeling that you're being stressed and you're being pushed and you're overworked, that is the perfect time for you to start thinking about your escape plan from your 9 to 5. That is when you really need to sit down, take your emotions out the equation, and develop an escape plan. How are you going to get out of there, and how are they going to help you to escape, so that you can be a productive entrepreneur and you can build a sustainable business. So we're not just going to get out here and start building businesses just for the hell of it. When you leave your employer, you need to be looking at, I am going to build a business that is going to allow me to live a comfortable lifestyle, that is going to allow me to have more time with my family, that is not going to stress me out. But if you don't plan, you will find yourself back in a situation where you feel like you're working a 9 to 5, except you are your own boss. And that is something that you don't want to have happen. You don't want to put yourself in another situation where you're stressing yourself out. So use your employer, start looking at what are the things that they offer, find out about your benefits, leave gracefully, give a 2 weeks notice, build up your savings, whatever it is that you do. Use your employer to fund your business until you actually resign from there. So use this as an opportunity to grow as much as you can, and leverage and start to build and grow your business. So looks like there are no questions, but if you have any questions after this that you think about, or even if you're watching the replay and you have some questions, you can feel free to send me a message here on Facebook, or you can send me an email at drcareyyazeed@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to answer it. Thank you so much for being with me on this live tonight. Again, I hope that this information really helped everyone out. Want to know more about me? Visit thebeautybrainsandbusiness.com. So again, I hope everyone has a great evening, and I will be back next Thursday with more information on helping you to escape your 9 to 5 and to become an entrepreneur. Have a good evening, everybody.